myself a Budweiser, poured it into this glass because I thought drinking out the can doesn't seem or feel very classy. So poured it into our little glass here. Yeah, it's not bad. Budweiser's okay, it's just very standard. But we're not here to review Budweiser, we're here to just have a little chat. Thought I'd do just a bit more of a laid back video, not with any kind of like intent or design or desire. Yeah, I just wanted to do a bit of a ramble, just a bit of a chat, you know. I don't really know what else to really say about it. I've been making like lots of videos with actual like long-term content. I don't know if that makes any sense, but what I mean by that is, you know, I've been doing lots of videos that either like reviews or, you know, the solitaire stuff and things like that, but I also like just want to do once or have a little chat, you know, very laid back. So I got myself a drink, you know, hopefully get some ASMR from just a little bit of talking. Maybe the fan in the background isn't the best backdrop, but you know, that's what you gotta deal with for this video. If you don't like it, then I understand, you know. But sometimes I think some of the messy backgrounds are actually the ones that I personally get more ASMR from. It's kind of a mood dependent thing, I guess. Sometimes the high quality like studio ones, really precise sounds, oh, love it. But other times I love listening to like people that have just started, who have like really low quality equipment, who are using like a iPhone headphone microphone. I just kind of like that sound sometimes, so, you know, a mixture, and I'm going to just see what the vibe is that people enjoy and what I enjoy making. So, yes. I did have something I was thinking about that I was going to have a little chat on. I know what it was. So, obviously I did a video about Star Trek a while ago, about like comparing Star Trek and Star Wars, and I bring that up because of like my experience with Star Trek and stuff, and because of my interest when Star Trek Infinite was announced. I got really interested in it. So over the last year, I think there have been 2 Star Trek games. One is more like a telltale, like you know, like I don't really know how else to describe it. Like walking, not a walking simulator, but you know, it's you choose dialogue options and make the story from there. And there was one of those. I can't remember what it was called. Star Trek Resurgence, maybe. Something like that. Anyway, that was one of the games, but the other one was a completely different kind of game, which was Star Trek Infinite, which when it was announced I was really, really interested in. Because I love space strategy games and I love Star Trek, and I just want it, you know, I want a Star Trek strategy game that's going to be like something like Stellaris, which is what the game engine is that it's using. So when it was announced, I could see, like, I had the announcement, I was like, oh my god, they're making their own thing. Then I learned it was based on Stellaris, and that engine, I was like, okay, well, as long as they make some, you know, significant changes, that could work. It's a great system, just use it. Yeah, sure, why not? Actually, and so I had high hopes for it, but I can't remember when the official thing came out, but a couple of months ago they released footage, and I was watching it like, this voices and the. Well, first of all, oh my god, I could go into on a real ramble about this. So when you run a Star Trek game, you expect a kind of Star Trek experience. And Stellaris is a good game engine for that sort of thing, right? Because it's not just about combat, they have a whole tech thing. You know, you can go through diplomacy and building federations and stuff, and you'd expect similar kind of gameplay in a Star Trek game. But somehow it does not translate. First of all, forgetting the gameplay part, if you're going to be using an IP, you expect that the IP is going to be done justice, or that it's going to have content from it. It doesn't have any Star Trek music in there, not even stuff that really sounds like it would be in Star Trek, because there are fan shows and fan films that somehow have composers that have crafted music that sounds like it would be Star Trek music. I mean, for Christ's sake, the Orville has better Star Trek music than the Star Trek game. It's just outrageous. The voices don't really sound like they belong to the kind of groups they're in. I like the factions. It feels weird. And the Klingons, they don't even say from the best of my knowledge, that they don't even say their phrase like that they're known for. Today is a good day to die. They don't say it, and it just seems super weird that all the stuff that makes it more Star Trek is not there. And this game was developed separately, right? It was developed separately by a different studio under the publisher of Paradox, and the game engine is an old version of Stellaris, which first of all has its issues because the newer versions of Stellaris are the better ones, because they have like a lot of the better AI and the better systems, but it doesn't have that. It's an old engine, which first of all just doesn't work. And then I just had it in my head and I can't remember what it was I was saying. Oh my gosh. Oh, I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh man, I really wish I knew what I was just saying. I was talking about the music and the sound effects not being there. I know what it was. Despite that it was developed, it is basically just a Stellaris mod. It is a rather extensive overhaul mod, and that's it. And that sucks, because there are other mods out there made by fans that actually have more of a Star Trek feel. Now, I'd seen some criticism about like how when you play it, you start off with an established empire, which kind of deletes the early game. Now that I disagree with this criticism. Like, I was worried it would not be like that. I was worried that you would start off with like Earth as the Federation, and that would be shit. That would be stupid. That would not work at all whatsoever. And I'm glad that's not the case. That said, I think there should have been an Enterprise era part of this game where you build the Federation from the beginning, and that's part of the story. You know, either like a big long haul game where you go through the whole arc, or like specialised kind of maps regarding it. So I'm kind of disappointed that's the case, that that isn't an option. And realistically, for a game like that, you kind of expect, if they're developing it separately, to have game modes and content like that, not just reskins. One thing that they added that I really liked was the missions. So each of the 4 factions that you can play as have like missions, and yeah, the missions are interesting because you can they give you something to work towards, but you can also branch off against like the history of the culture. So, for example, with the Federation, you can go down the way the history went out and played, which was, diplomacy and peace. But you can also like break from history and make the Federation like a totalitarian regime or something like that. So I like that, and I think that was taken from something like Hearts of Iron. The issue is it just doesn't blend well with what's going on, because it feels like a very different game, and whilst it's nice to have those, I feel like they seem it all just feels a bit half-assed. I expected it to be a bigger game, more content in there, and it's just a weirdly misplaced mod. So I'm hoping they'll do some updates to it and maybe add some content, because the thing is, if they added new races, new places, or new species, new places, etc., or storylines, or whatever it might be, I would buy into that, because I'm a sucker. But as it stands, I just don't think it isn't what I expected. I don't know, I don't rate it. On top of the fact that it's basically unplayable at the moment, as it stands right now, as of recording this on mid to late October. If you play it now, you actually can get locked out of entire storylines, because there's just fucking tons of bugs. If you get particular characters, for example Jean-Luc Picard, you can get Jean-Luc Picard and you can have him captain the Enterprise to do missions, and there's a whole tree in the mission pack that require Jean-Luc Picard to be in charge of the Enterprise doing missions. But if he dies of old age because there's some bug going on, you lose out that entire thing. Data, who is an android, can die from old age. Like, it's just little things like that feel really like an oversight, and that's when you go, that's a mod, because that's the kind of thing you would expect to come up when you play a mod, and you go, well, I mean, that's fair enough, it's just a fucking mod. But when it is a developer working on the game, I think that stuff like that is unacceptable. Personally, I think it's unacceptable when you are paying, any amount of money to have something that doesn't work as intended. That's my personal opinion. People are entitled to their own, but that's how I feel on it. Even no matter how much the money is, if you're paying for something, it should work. The quality, I guess, can vary. But, yeah. Personal feelings. Oh, that burn. That was painful. Tried to swallow too much there. Get your mind out of the gutter. Alright, we're going to pour a little bit more. I'm keeping the Budweiser out the video. I don't know, it just feels like if I put it in there, it's going to get flagged by YouTube or something. If I make it obvious that it's, beer, I guess. I kind of worry that YouTube's going to start thinking that my channel is just about drinking alcohol and then fucking limit it or something, when really it's not meant to be. It's not how it was designed. I just happen to kind of want to try different ales and beers, I'm a man of simple pleasures. Yeah. I still haven't done a video with all this stuff behind me. I have been working on a video idea. I don't know when it will go out in comparison to this. But I've been working on a video idea which is going to be like a spoiler-free video about the different D&D modules, and it's supposed to be like a guide to my next adventure. So I want to go through the modules, kind of talk without spoilers, talk about the module, what you can expect from it, and then give a conclusion about, do I think it's worth playing, or the kinds of people that would want to play it. So I'm not going to obviously go into that now because it's intended for another video. But for example, like I've already been thinking about a whole bunch of them. So something like the Lost Mine of Phandelver, I might be talking about how it's a good starter adventure and stuff for brand new players to the game, and then give a bit of a conclusion going like, it has a little bit of everything. It's a little bit on the nose, but this, that and the other. I'm going to do that for a bunch of the modules that I know better than others. It won't have everything on there, every module, but the ones that I've either run, played in, or have read through, So I'm looking forward to making that video. But I want to plan it out more than I have other ones, Because some of them I've sat down and just rambled or talked about. But I've got a couple of video ideas that I don't want to script, but I want to make better notes on. And I want to do that for like specific modules as well. So rather than just having like what I just mentioned, like a spoiler-free video, I also want to make enough like videos for specific modules, going really into depth about like what I don't like about them, kind of like a review. But it's not meant to be just like a review, like here's my review of the module. More of a thing of like, because they will have spoilers in them. Basically, be like, if you are a GM who likes listening to ASMR about D&D, then is this a module that you should run? Is it a module that you will find enjoyable? Should I buy it, etc.? So, or just like some sounds, I guess, for some people to listen to, because funnily enough, my breakdown or review of the Shattered Obelisk, which was very surface value, despite its like nearly an hour length in time, was just like a ramble video. That is my most viewer attended video. What? I was so surprised when I was looking through my analytics. I was looking through them and going, like scrolling down, and then I look at that video and I thought, okay, in the top of my mind I was thinking the solitaire videos are the ones that people are gonna likely listen to the most. But no, apparently that is my most popular video in terms of like what people have stuck around to watch, and it's not me. Believe me, when I only ever click on my video once to check that it's uploaded properly and that it hasn't glitched out, so that I can delete it from my hard drive. So it's not me. Weird. Do you guys like it? What can I say? So yeah, I want to do more of those kind of videos. I'm going to do that with other books that release around that time. Like around the time of release, I'm going to do videos, sort of like a quick overview review, like I did with that one. And it gives me a reason to buy the books, even if I don't use them. Fill out that bottom drawer, or that bottom shelf even. Yeah, I think the next one's going to be Planescape, which I haven't got. I need to get Big Beast Giant, Guide to Giants, or whatever it's called, and a few other modules. Yeah. I've been debating getting Beyond the Witchlight, which I don't know if I'd ever run personally, but it's kind of cool. That's a Feywild adventure, so you should check that one out. I think what's the one I'm thinking of, like Tales from the Radiant, not Yawning Portal, Radiant Spire, Radiant Castle. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Can you remember? Oh. Yeah. But crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Oh, nearly done with that. I'll end it when I finish. Yeah. So, hope you're just enjoying chilling with me, having a chat. Hope your day's been alright. You know, a lot of shit going on in the world. So, hopefully this has been a little bit of time to chill and just feel not quite so alone. You know, this is our little space. And I know you've not done a lot of the talking, but I'm here chatting on behalf of both of us. Yeah. Do you know, that's just reminded me, I guess because that felt like a bit of a weird roleplay there. I don't think I've done a single roleplay video. I don't know where to feel on that. I don't really watch any roleplay videos except for Ephemeral Rift, because his are just like fucking next level. His are just so weird and artistic. They are just incredible. That man has so much creativity. I yearn to make content like that man. Honestly, he should probably have the most subscribers of any ASMR channel, but he doesn't. But he should, because his content is just stupid good. It is stupid good. But I struggle with roleplay videos beyond his channel. I think I used to watch like Robo Man or something. He does a lot of like tech videos, and I think he's German. There's lots of like tech videos, like, oh, you're an android and I'm repairing you. I used to watch that, but I think maybe I'll watch him tonight before I go to bed. I might check in on old RoboCop, see how he's doing. But I think his videos are very like, his sounds are very intense, and unless it's like sharp, like mouth sounds, I just prefer chewing and eating now. Like, I don't mess with like brushing or tapping or scraping, nothing like that, or like clacking sounds. I don't. It just annoys me. And so I know other people that love those kind of sounds, and that's why I don't do them in my videos. You know, when I do drink reviews, I don't tap the lid, I don't, you know, tap on the bottle, because if I'm watching a video, I just want to just get straight to it, you know, just do it. Don't mess around tapping the cards, don't, you know, stroke the ribbed nature of the packet of gum. Just get that fucking gum, shove it in your gob, and chew that motherfucker. You know, in the nicest way, you know. Everyone's entitled to make their own content the way that they want to make it. But I don't like it. So I make my content the way in which I like to listen to it, which is just straight to the point. Well, I'd like to think that, but I ramble on and I fuck around a lot, but I don't intentionally do other sounds. It's all just kind of mouth sounds, really. Maybe I'll do other videos at some point, give it a go, just see how it turns out. Maybe do some roleplay or something, but as of right now, I'm pretty happy with what I'm making and doing what I want to do. If there are people that are watching the videos that have something that they want me to do, I will do it. You know, I'll do it, but I don't wanna do it right now. You know, it would require someone to go, I'd like these kinds of videos, could you make one? And I'll go, sure, I'll try it out, because someone's asked me to, rather than me just doing it. I think you get the point, right? Oh man, it's nice. it's nice, it's just good. You know, run of the mill good, nice. In between that, I guess, just a Budweiser, nothing special. As I said, not my favourite of like the standard vanilla beers, but it's just cheap in a crate, you know. It's just a cheapo. Yeah. I tried to do a Domino's vid the other day, but oh my god, everything was going wrong. I couldn't get the angle right to show the pizza. Then I moved the mic around and it knocked, like this back portion, it knocked off the bottle of Pepsi, a bottle of Coke I'd bought, and like fizzed it all up. Then I think something else happened. Oh, I know what it was. It wasn't specifically to do with that video. Beforehand, I tried to record an ASMR of 1 hour, 1 life. The game wouldn't even be picked up on Streamlabs. Or before it, I tried Traveller's Rest, which is like a tavern running simulator game. But the lag was so bad that like I would tap one of the keys to move in a direction, it would lag, it would get me to do it, and then it would just have me constantly running as if I was holding down the button. It was unplayable, and so I tried that earlier in the day, and it just, you know, it got under my skin, and I just like felt so disheartened, because the night before I bought the game specifically to record, and I just felt like really, I felt kind of broken up about it, because I was like, I put all this effort in, I got really excited about running this game, or playing this game for a stream, or for a video even, and it didn't work. And then I had the whole pizza thing, and yeah, and that, so I just stopped after it knocked my drink off. I just sat down and went, yeah, fuck this, I'm not gonna try and pretend to be happy in a video, you know, I'm gonna enjoy my pizza. So, closed down Streamlabs, opened up, I don't remember what it was that I was watching. What was it? I think it was Ben Dean or something. It was like it's a YouTuber who does, I mean, I personally get ASMR from it, but he just speaks full volume, but he eats food and talks about it. He was doing like some British food very recently. He was doing some British food because he's in England, I think, in London, and yeah, I just started watching him, and I was like, oh wow, okay, I'd never seen him before, but yeah, just kind of fell in love with his videos, to be honest, like proper mukbang stuff, and he's trying out English food and proving that we have good food, okay, I don't care, alright, we have some fucking stunning food, most of it's fast food, but it's fine, you know, like a Sunday roast, you know, Nando's, okay, that's probably not actually British food, but a Sunday roast, shepherd's pie, that sort of stuff. Anyway, he was doing some videos on that, and you know, it worked out in the end. In as much as like I think it was better that I just sat and enjoyed my food. I had some session preparation I had to do anyway, so I'm glad that I wasn't doing other recording. I'm still sad that I don't get to do it. I'm going to try and figure out a way. I might have to reduce the export settings for the video for it, because I would like to play it, but we'll just see. We'll just see on that one. But yeah, there we go. We're almost done now. Hope you enjoyed our little chat, little laid back ramble. I enjoy these. I don't have to think about it too much. I might just do more random rambles at some point. Just have a little chat and chat shit about things. So thank you very much You know you want to.